and welcome to log 88. We are officially caught up in the logs again, after weeks of just being slightly behind or a lot behind. We are caught up in the logs. We are not caught up on like everything else in my life. I'm behind on so many things, but I'm not stressed about it at all. Which is a good thing and a bad thing, because good for quality of life, good for a sense of self, good for, just enjoying each day. Bad for realistically meeting deadlines, because I don't have the adrenaline kick to crunch. I could edit for 3 more hours tonight, but last night I watched a YouTube video and I watched this and that, and I stalled a little bit and I had a little extra fun. I stayed up in bed and I was drawing and writing, and it was just like a huge release, like, oh, finally. And then I got super carried away and it was 1. And then I suffered the consequences of that the next morning, turned off my alarm, woke up 3 hours later, slept through my first meeting of the day, and class. No, today's Wednesday. Slept through the first meeting, and, yeah, not the best start of days, but did I let that ruin my day? No. I had to skip the morning pages because I had 2 video calls before class this morning, so I made the second one, about another project that I'm still behind on. Dude, I'm juggling so much right now. I think right now I'm actually finally able to see it from like a normal person's perspective and not a workaholic perspective. All that huge list of projects used to be a comfort. It used to be a little safety, like a constant excuse I'd always have, like, oh, I can't do this, I have to work. But now, I want to do other things with my life. I want to try new things, I want to explore and like work on some fun personal projects, and these are just commitments I've already made that I know I have to follow through on, and they're just taking up my time, but they will be worth it because, like, I'm learning things from these experiences, and it's a thing on the resume. I'm gonna get paid for most of them, so that's always nice. So, yeah, just a lot. Yeah. It's gonna get done. I know it's gonna get done. I don't know. I mean, I'm following the schedule, though. I'm following my little schedule, and guess what? Specifically, the little time block that I've been doing with the comic and then the editing for YouTube, from 7 to 9, it's starting to feel so natural. It's starting to actually feel like a habit. Like, these things are starting to become a little more permanent, and I've been able to put a little more, like, I've been able to shift my energy around to match the shifts. I have not, however, done a lot of tasks today. I did 0, actually. As a matter of fact, that's not a lot. And there are still, I think there's like 8 or 10 tasks for this last week, so I really do want to take a peek at that before I really turn in for the night. But, yeah. Oh, animated Gerald! He's getting animated, and he looks really cute. It was really fun. I did end up staying an hour extra, so that was 4 hours of work, with no break. I caught myself near the end. I started to scroll on my phone a little bit, and I was like, okay. It's time for me to stop, actually. And yeah, I'm still definitely feeling a little bit of an exhaustion. Yeah, so I am going to try. It's going to be so annoying, and I'm going to have no time to do fun things, but I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to get in bed. I'm going to sit in bed by 11 at the latest, because I have a call at 7 that I will not sleep through that was rescheduled from this morning. And then I have an 8 a.m. So I don't even have time to get fun coffee. But then it'll be this and that, and then it'll be Thursday. And I have to do a little more work on the portrait, because crit is on Friday. So, okay. Long story short, I'm busy. We know this. On other personal artisty categories, everything feels friendlier. Again, I'm going to sound like a crazy person when I say this stuff, but just for it, like, it feels like how they used to, I guess. I'm starting to feel like I'm a kid again. Like how I used to look at the world with wonder. And, I mean, the Caterpillar documentary definitely helped with that. That was so cool. Did you know that caterpillars, not even full life cycle, but just the caterpillar stage, can be divided into up to like 6 different stages? They shed their caterpillar skin and like, yeah, they change so much more than we think, and some of them look wild. Some of them look absolutely wacky. Like, seeing that in the planetarium screen was a little scary at first because like they look straight up alien, but it was so cool. It was really neat. And you know, it reminded me of how much I love science and animals and just learning new things. Like, have you ever noticed how we learn really cool facts about the world, and we get to do fun experiments and play games and stuff as kids in, you know, early school days and stuff, but like once you age out of that and you have to learn just like, you know, physics and calculus, which can be applied to cool things, but you really just use them for tests, you learn less cool things about the world and you only hear the news, which is almost completely bad stuff happening. So you go just from this diet of information of really positive things most of the time. Granted, a lot of it is also sheltered, so you do get a lot of the bad stuff filtered out when you're a kid. But you go from that to the other extreme. And like, no wonder everyone's depressed as an adult. We stop learning about how awesome the world is. We stop like learning new things and discovering because we're all so scared. And it's like, it's a shame, but it's also hopeful, because if you go out of your way to try and learn new things, to discover and stuff like that, like, you can feel that childlike wonder for like the rest of your days. So that's neat. And since this whole work equals worth, my art isn't who I am kind of thing. Well, what was the thing I was saying? There was a really nice phrase that I was saying to myself. I guess it's an affirmation. But it was, right, my work is not my value. I give my work value. Like a little swip swap. And since then, I've been able to recognize my artwork as simple output. All of the magic, all of the big brain connections and creativity stuff happens in here. It happens in me. And then paintings and drawings and songs and dances and stuff and jokes, it's all just excess. It's like, I mean, I'm calling it, it's gonna sound a little silly, but I'm calling it echoes of my soul. I think once I finish the portrait, I might call it that if I ever give it a title. But it really is. This society is all very product-based. It's all about, you know, what you make. So it can be, you know, monetized and marketed and sold off as products. But the special stuff is really inside the creators, the makers. And that's allowed me to really just open my eyes a little bit more, I guess, and just remember all of the things I love to do. Like, I just love like, I like math and science and literature and like so many things about, like, so many other things in the world. And I think that was just nice to remember. And yes, the world feels friendlier, and I don't just mean that from like an optimistic point of view. I mean, like, my computer feels friendlier. There's no more pressure to be doing things all the time. There's no subconscious voice in my head saying that I should be doing a task related to whatever I'm looking at. Like, looking at the clothes on my bed, dirty laundry or whatever. Every time I looked at that, it used to be like oh, you didn't even do that? Like, shame. More or less. And now it's just, those are my clothes. That's my stuff. This is my room. This is where I live and sleep and work. And like my laptop, it used to be like, oh, the demanding box of things, the place where I could fail. But now it's just a tool. It's just an object of possibility. It's almost like inviting me to try new projects on it and stuff. And it's like, yeah. Literally, all of a sudden today was like a little bit more like sunshine and rainbows. Which is a little silly. Like, I still spend most of my day alone. But I just felt less alone. So, that's cool. That's nice. The unfortunate truth is, though, that I still have about 1 hour of free time. And I'm so behind on everything. And I still didn't do any tasks and this and that and the other thing. But there's always things nagging. Whatever. Was there anything else I wanted to say? I feel like there was. Oh, I mean, comic. Next episode is going to be out tomorrow, which is very exciting. And yeah, if I want any time to myself, I'm going to have to stop this now because I have to like do my whole nightly routine, and that's going to take time as well. It's so annoying when self-care kind of gets in the way of your free time because like, yes, it's good. Yes, it's like actually taking care of yourself and you need to do it and it makes you feel better, but it's not drawing. Yeah. So, just all of a sudden today, I'm so much more willing to try new projects, and I doodled. I took time to doodle, and I spent less time on my phone, and just all around, things were pretty okay. And I got my job secured for the summer, which is always a relief, but I'm still waiting on a very special email. So hopefully that might come soon, but watched Pot Never Boils and stuff like that, so I'm gonna try and forget about it and be happily surprised when it shows up. So yeah, overall, very positive stuff. I'm aware that I could be careening towards a massive crunch. I could be skipping towards my own doom, but I'm skipping. So, whatever. See you tomorrow for log 89.